You guys, we all know about Honey Boo Boo and her GoGo Juice. But did you know she had a pretty traumatic childhood? Honey Boo Boo just turned 16, and her life has changed so much since she was a pageant star on Toddlers and Tiaras. But what's her story? Today, we're gonna be diving deep into the unfortunate reality of Honey Boo Boo's life. So you guys, let's start off by getting to know the family and what led Honey Boo Boo's major success. Honey Boo Boo's real name is Alana Thompson, and she was born in 2005. Her mom, June Shannon, also known as Mama June, had 4 daughters in total, each to different fathers. June had her first daughter, Anna, when she was only 15 years old and had to drop out of high school to take care of her. June's next daughter, Jessica, was born just 2 years later to a man named Michael Anthony Ford, who was convicted for exploitation of children in the same year. The charge came about because he had tried to do inappropriate things with a minor online. It seems that June's third daughter, Lauren, isn't 100% sure who her father is, or at least the information isn't publicly available. But her father is believed to be Mark McDaniel, one of June's exes, who has also been convicted of inappropriately harming a child. Apparently, his victim was Anna, Lauren's older sister. It's not just a conspiracy theory that this man could be Lauren's dad. In fact, Lauren has actually said herself that she thinks Mark McDaniel is her father. Either way, June's dating history is not really looking good at this point. Anyways, y'all, then came Alana Thompson, aka Honey Boo Boo, fathered by Mark Thompson, who seemed like a nice, normal dad compared to the last two. Fast forward to 2011, and June and Honey Boo Boo were on Toddlers and Tiaras, where they found major success. Honey Boo Boo was a pageant child, and she was so crazy and unpredictable that she quickly became a fan favorite on the show.
I'm putting on my glasses, so just hold up a sec.
The name Honey Boo Boo caught on after this hilarious moment that even had everyone behind the camera laughing.
Ella makes me holla, Honey Boo Boo.
Honestly, the fact that she totally blew up online makes a lot of sense, because she was so quotable and had the sassiest attitude. And people made loads of memes of her appearances on the show, which spread around the internet like a rash. The classic GoGo Juice is still something people reference today.
My GoGo Juice is kicking in right now.
GoGo Juice was a mixture of Mountain Dew and energy drink, and June would give it to Alana to keep her energized throughout the pageant. Obviously, a lot of viewers thought this was really irresponsible of Honey Boo Boo's mom because of the insanely high caffeine content, which children aren't really supposed to have. Experts have estimated that a serving of GoGo Juice has as much caffeine in it as 2 cups of coffee. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I can just about handle 1 cup of coffee before I get totally buzzed. So imagine the effect it would have on a 6-year-old child who isn't even meant to be having caffeine in the first place. So you guys, people were already questioning June's parenting techniques from the beginning, but GoGo Juice was just the start of it. After Mama June and Honey Boo Boo made such an impact on the viewers of Toddlers and Tiaras, TLC gave them their own show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which featured the entire family and documented their lives. On the show, Honey Boo Boo, June, Mike, and June's 3 other daughters, Anna, Jessica, and Lauren. The show did really well and attracted millions of viewers, making the first season one of TLC's highest rated shows at the time. It got a lot of praise, everyone loved watching this chaotic family, but there were also people who thought it was exploitive. But soon enough, ratings started to drop and the family weren't as relevant as they once were. I guess the novelty kind of wore off. And in 2014, a couple of years after Here Comes Honey Boo Boo premiered, things started to go pretty downhill for the Shannon family. June was pictured with her ex-boyfriend and her daughter Lauren's suspected father, Mark McDaniel, who, as I previously said, had been in prison for being dangerous and inappropriate with Anna, June's daughter, when she was just 8 years old. Rumors flew around that June and Mark were back together after she had split with Alana's dad, Mike, but June denied it. Anna spoke up about how she was hurt by the fact that her mom was hanging out with the man who harmed her, and even went as far to say, I think me and Mama's relationship may well be over. June made a post on Alana's Facebook page addressing the rumors and said it wasn't true, and that her kids are her #1 priority. She said, I left him 10 years years ago for it and I wouldn't go back. Her daughter Lauren defended her, saying the photo of them together was photoshopped. Regardless of whether June was willing to admit that she was seeing Mark McDaniel, TLC cut ties with the family anyway, and canceled the show halfway through filming for its 5th season. Here's what TLC had to say. TLC has canceled the series Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and ended all activities around the series effective immediately. Supporting the health and welfare of these remarkable children is our only priority. TLC is faithfully committed to the children's ongoing comfort and well-being. The scandal probably came at about the right time for TLC anyway, since the show's ratings were dropping and people weren't as invested in the family as they once were. Then, a year later in 2015, June and Mike went on WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp to see if they could fix their issues after Mike had cheated on her. It obviously didn't work because they ended up splitting for good.
One aspect of our relationship that I feel like we need to work on is communication and honesty.
And I need to grow up and stop cheating, stop running around, and stop being a baby.
I really feel for Alana at this point. She has been thrown into the public eye without any choice. She's 10 years old, and the personal details of her parents' separation are being aired out for everyone to see. On top of that, her mom was also dealing with problems around illegal substances at the time. A couple of years went by, and June was clean from substances around 2017 when she picked up her bad habit again. It was the same year that June got her new reality show called Mama June from Not Too Hot, which originally documented June's weight loss journey. However, in 2019, when the show was airing its 3rd season, June and her boyfriend Gino were arrested for possession of a controlled substance and paraphernalia after having a fight at a gas station. Gino was arrested for being violent towards June. After that, the show's 4th season rebranded from Not Too Hot Family Crisis, and then the 5th season was named Mama June Road to Redemption. These newer seasons focus on Mama June's attempts to piece her family back together since things hadn't been great for them. It was in these seasons that we got to see the extent of how June's children had been affected by her behavior. June's substance problem even got so bad that it cost them their family home and severely damaged her relationships with her daughters. Alana moved in with her sister Lauren, who was already having to care for her own 2-year-old daughter at the time. She also fell out with her own father, Mike, because he wouldn't call her, and apparently he didn't want her because she wasn't a boy. This whole argument was aired as a part of Mama June Family Crisis.
I appreciate you wanting to be in my life, Sugar Bear. I really do. But we should just know that I want to sell pumpkin, and that's the end of the conversation. Like, y'all never want to hear what I have to say.
Thank you,
Pumpkin, come on. No, don't give her your man. That bitch.
You too, you bitch.
That's why I have custody.
Watching Alana break down like this is so devastating. It's obvious that her parents have made her feel unwanted, and that being pushed into fame has really affected her. In Mama June Road to Redemption, which aired this year in 2021, Alana confronted her mom about how her substance problems affected her, and how she wasn't there for her when she needed her most, particularly on her first day of high school, when her mom didn't show up.
It was hard for me not having my mom there, and I had to come home and tell Pumpkin what I'm doing. And yes, I'm very grateful that Pumpkin was there for me, but why wasn't you there? Why wasn't you there in the moments that I needed you most?
Alana went on to say that she was constantly scared that something would happen to her mom because of her dangerous habits, and that she would pray every night for her to be okay.
You don't know how many nights I cried myself to sleep, just hoping and praying that you don't overdose.
And I mean, I'm lucky
I
I did.
would pray.
Hold on, just let it talk.
God, please don't let my mom die. Please, just hold on to her, just please.
In August, Alana was featured on Teen Vogue and spoke about her dreams of becoming a neonatal nurse, going to college, and buying her own car. She's trying really hard to get good grades at the moment and wants to distance herself from the name Honey Boo Boo. She says that Honey Boo Boo and Alana are completely different people, and that she likes the Alana she is now. Well, loves, that's the sad reality of Alana Thompson's life. What do y'all think about the situation? Let me know in the comments below. I love you so much!